Hello, classmates. Thank you for viewing my contribution to the discussion on the problem of scale in relation to its impact on politics and government operations. Scale refers to the size or extent of a system, organization, or problem. It is increasingly recognized that scale of political systems and government operations can have a significant impact on their effectiveness and efficiency. The problem of scale in politics and government operations arises from the fact that as systems and organizations grow larger, they become more complex and difficult to manage. This complexity can lead to a variety of challenges, including issues related to decision making, communication, coordination, and accountability. Furthermore, the problem of scale in politics and government operations is exacerbated by the interconnectedness of global issues and the need for coordination and cooperation amongst multiple actors and institutions at various levels of governance. In the topic video, Dr. Livingston gives two primary conceptions of the proper political order. One is the classical ideology of republicanism developed by Aristotle. This concept of government is seen as natural and small in population and driven by the will of the people. Next, Dr. Livingston describes the idea of government from the Enlightenment philosopher Thomas Hobbes. This government is larger in comparison to Aristotle's government and therefore has more need to control anarchistic tendencies, which he views as the natural state or condition of man. This concept of government is more artificial and constructed by those in power. Government or central authority is viewed as the best possible solution for individuals who, if they were left to their own self governance, would devolve into anarchy and chaos. This central authority is granted absolute power from the individuals in society in exchange for societal order and governance. Hobbes referred to this central power as the artificial man or the modern state, an idea that the presence of the king or central authority has an overarching presence or immortal body, the offices, the laws, ordinances that remain even in the absence of that central figure. In the intellectual origins of the Constitution, Forrest McDonald elaborates on this idea with evidence from James Madison when he quotes a government which derives all its powers directly or indirectly from the great body of people and is administered by persons holding their offices during pleasure for a limited period or during good behavior. It is essential to such a government that it be derived from the great body of society, not from a proportion or a favored class. Otherwise, a handful of tyrannical nobles exercising their oppressions by a delegation of their powers might aspire to the rank of republicans and claim for their government the honorable title of republic. This quote was very interesting to me because it kind of sums up some of the difficulty and challenges that have faced Western civilizations. The idea of democracy and republicanism versus these oligarchic tendencies where you have big businesses or a handful of very powerful people who, for lack of a better term, disguise themselves as Republican or Democrats or people who are of and for the people when they really only serve the interests of a small group. And I think that quote sums that up, is an excellent way to sum that up. The problem of scale in politics and the Western development of Western civilization lies in finding the balance between the natural inclination for small participatory governments and the need for larger more centralized authority to maintain order and prevent anarchy. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to listen to my contribution to this discussion topic. And being that this is the last assignment, just tell you all I've enjoyed learning with you all this semester and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.